It has been snowing since 11 a.m. and I think a lot of folks are expecting a lot more snow on the roadways, but my friend Bab Santos has a better report, a live report. A man who's been driving in the snow for the better part of the afternoon. Babs, what you got going?
Yeah, we've been driving around the metro all day today. Right now, we're on 694 out east past St. Paul, and this steady snowfall is really what we've been driving through all day long now, but you can see from this camera angle, the roads are clear even after hours of this snowfall.
Earlier Sunday afternoon, we stopped to talk with some drivers in the metro who told us they're taking all the precautions you would expect while behind the wheel. That means driving slower and even changing some weekend plans because they're betting on conditions getting worse before they get any better.
I mean, we're a little slick, a little bit slippery, but drivable. I didn't see any problem. It's just going to get more and more slick. When it's slick like this, you just have to be a little bit more careful.
The snow also presents a huge challenge for our neighbors without a roof over their head. People experiencing homelessness who have to leave shelters during the day and navigate slippery sidewalks and side streets on a cold day like today. To help prevent falls as well as hypothermia, today Catholic Charities Twin Cities has switched to extended hours at its shelters in Minneapolis and St. Paul. Both locations now open late until the night.
For our older adults or people with mobility issues, it is way more than an inconvenience. It's a dangerous situation.
This snow that's coming, oh man, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, not good. I'm horrified.
And back out here, here's another look at 694. Before I send it back to you, for anyone planning on hitting the roads tonight, please remember to give yourself more time to get where you need to go, as you're going to want to take it nice and slow. For now, though, I'll send it over to Rob Olson.
Well, Babs, yeah, as you're talking about taking a little extra time, here's the road conditions as they are now and as they may be for your commute tomorrow morning. Of course, that is the big question about what's my Monday morning going to be like trying to get into the office. Well, 494 here, you can see speeds moving along fairly normally, and that is because what is on the surface of the road is mainly just wet, sloppy slush. We'll show you, actually, we got some video driving to kind of show you that experience here. It's very wet, at times, though, becoming very slick. As you may imagine, those are the spots near the interchanges and the overpasses where things tend to freeze up. MnDOT tells me, and you're going to hear more from MnDOT here in a minute, that their strategy is changing throughout this because the storm is so one that is changing as it moves into rain overnight. They have all plows out on the road. I just looked at the 511 map again on their app, and you can see all the plows that are out there and the road conditions from the plow cameras, much the same everywhere. A handful of accidents on the system right now. There were more earlier. In fact, there have been more than 200 crashes, according to the State Patrol, 13 of those with injury, and there was one fatality. But many of those accidents also concentrated around interchanges, especially the cloverleafs and the on and off ramps, and then the overpasses as well. And MnDOT says this storm has been helpful in the sense that the road temperatures are high enough that it's melting. They don't have to do a lot of plowing. Where we've seen them use the plow blades is, again, on the ramps to move that slush out of the way. Otherwise, they're putting down the salt and mixed with brine as they go along. Then they adjust how much brine they may put in there depending on how this plays out hour to hour. But a lot of it is, again, just treating the surface, not really much to plow at this point. Again, focusing on those trouble spots where the accidents are popping up. So again, as we move into tomorrow, they say the rain may actually help them keep this clear. Again, with the attention focused on those areas where it is showing to freeze up. A lot of it is so far not freezing up on the main road surfaces. We'll be out, though, all evening to keep track of how this stuff is changing. For now, let's send it back to Randy in the studio.
All right, Rob, thank you. And